Ramon Ibanga, Jr., professionally known as Illmind, often stylized as Mind, is a Filipino American hip-hop producer and educator from Bloomfield, New Jersey. He has co-written and produced hip-hop, pop, soul, and electronic music for labels such as Cash Money, Def Jam, and Aftermath, and has worked with artists such as Andy Mineo, Kanye West, Drake, J. Cole, Dr. Dre, Ludacris, 50 Cent, Ariana Grande, and others. His accomplishments in 2016 include production on the new Hamilton mixtape and Disney's Moana 2016 film, both created by Lin-Manuel Miranda. Mind has released several studio albums and had a number of songs and albums reach the music charts. His most recent album, Human, is a collaboration with Joell Ortiz, and was released on July 17, 2015. Starting in 2008, Mind has released the free mixtape series Blaps, Rhymes and Life, and he operates a producer showcase in New York City called Beats, Love, Alcohol and Party, B.L.A.P. Since 2011 he has released instrumental albums and producer drum kit albums for music producers, dubbed his Blap-Kit sound packs. He established his own multi-genre music company Roseville Music Group in 2014. Early life. Ramon Ibanga, Jr., was born on August 28 in New Jersey, where he was raised in the city of Newark before later moving with his family to Bloomfield, NJ. His family provided a strong musical background, as his father was a musician and his older brother Les Paul was even named after the late Les Paul. Mind started using his father's equipment to make beats around age 13. Specifically learning MIDI and sequencing on a Roland KR-4500 keyboard. In his early teens he developed an interest in hip-hop, and started producing music in 1997. Around 1999 he began to take production more seriously and he started sampling, using both hip-hop vinyl and obscure records such as his father's old jazz and soul albums from the Philippines. He began using the program Cubase and an Akai S20 synthesizer around age 17. Music career. Production. After learning sampling, Mind began making his own beats and sounds, and in 1999 began uploading his music to online forums such as undergroundhiphop.com. Around 2001 he started participating in the Beat Society producer showcases in Philadelphia, where in 2002 he beat his future collaborators Kanye West and 88 Keys at one of the events. Mind started his production career working with groups like Little Brother and Boot Camp Click. He had met Boot Camp Click after being introduced through Crisis, and he started working with Little Brother after being introduced to their music around 2000. His first official collaborative release with the latter was Nobody Like Me. In March 2004, Mind's remix of the Jay-Z's Black album, called the Black and Tan album, was released to a positive review in the New York Times, who stated, "Sparse is the aesthetic for Mind's remixes, which set out to do more with less. Techno boops, ticking drums, laid-back bass lines, 3 or 4 notes from a guitar or keyboard. Mind's minimalism makes Jay-Z sound almost nonchalant." In early 2007, Mind signed to the label G-Unit. After D. Prosper, the senior A&R executive at the label, gained an interest in his sound. Shah Money XL, another G-Unit executive, served as Mind's manager for several years. As a part of G-Unit, Mind went on to produce songs with Erykah Badu, 50 Cent, Ludacris, Lloyd Banks, Prodigy, Kool G Rap, Redman, Scarface, Cool J, Dance Crew, the Jabberwockies, America's Best Dance Crew Season 1 winners, Eldar Sensei, Diamond D, KRS-One, and others. He produced the 2008 acrobatic hip-hop album Absolute Value. In summer of 2012, Mind's track, The Morning, was included on Cruel Summer, a compilation album released on Kanye West G.O.O.D. music label. The song peaked at 19 on the US Billboard Bubbling Under Hot 100 Singles chart, and 49 on Hot R&B, hip-hop songs. The genesis of the track was 2007, when Mind met Chicago rapper Rhymefest and started sending him beats. For a couple of years, I just kept sending him stuff whenever I had Kanye or him in mind. It must have been 100 beats. And then I get a phone call from Rhymefest, asking for a session to a beat I made. Then he was like, I think Kanye wants to use this for a Pusha T song. Then a few hours later, he's like, we got Raekwon on this. The first time I heard the complete album was when it leaked. And I heard it. And I lost it. I would say my life has definitely changed since that moment. Quote, in 2008 he won the Philadelphia Red Bull Big Tune Beat Battle. And as of 2012 he has shared the stage and beat showcases with artists such as Kanye West, Just Blaze, Knots, and Don Cannon. In mid-2012 he worked with K-pop artists Drunken Tiger and Yoonmi Ray, aka Tasha. And he has also recently worked with The Clips, Kanye West, Eminem, Dr. Dre, Beat Society creator Hezekiah, Ludacris, and Pharaoh Monk. Mind produced music for Hoodie Allen's Mixtape, Crew Cuts. The single, Cake Boy, premiered on February 11, 2013 via YouTube with over 30,000 views in the first day. In 2015 he helped Skyzoo on the album, Music for My Friends, producing 5 tracks, and also helping Skyzoo co-produce the track, Luxury. He executively produced Andy Mineo's album, Uncomfortable, which released on September 18. Groups. As of 2014 as executive producer and official member for 3 separate groups: Fortalive, Mushmoof and SLOMO, Sun Tzu, Drunken Tiger, Yoonmi Ray, Roscoe Umali and Stylized Tick Jones, and Smokey Robotic. In late 2010 he released an album with the crew Fortalive, a group he co-founded that includes himself on beats and Hawaiians MC Mushmoof and MC SLOMO. A year later, Mind co-founded the band Smokey Robotic with 4 other members. Smokey Robotic releases its music for free, and genres cover pop, dance, electro, and hip-hop. Studio albums. In 2005, he produced and released an entire album on the label BBE with fellow producer Simbalich One called The Art of One Mind, which featured artists such as Ghostface Killah. Since his discovery by Sha Money XL in 2006, Mind released multiple full-length albums. These include the official Mind Remix album in 2009 on MYX, and a 2010 LP with lyricist Skyzoo called Live from the Tape Deck on Duckdown Records. In May 2010, lyricist and rapper Skyzoo had announced that he and Mind were collaborating on an album called Live from the Tape Deck. Recording sessions took place at Big China Studios in Brooklyn, New York in 2010. The entire album was produced, mixed and arranged by Mind, and was mastered by Ricardo Gutierrez. Mind took a custom approach to the production, focusing on keeping the sound analog, similar to old 2-inch tapes. Skyzoo and Mind secured guest artists that matched the Live from the Tape Deck concept, including Helter Skelter, Touré, Styles P, Buckshot and Rhymefest. Live from the Tape Deck debuted at number 3 on the Billboard Top Heat Seekers albums. The album entered the top rap albums, peaking at number 16. as well as entering at number 30 on the top independent albums and number 33 on the top R&B, hip-hop albums. The album was also met with positive reviews from music critics. SPIN's Mossy Reeves gave the album a 7 out of 10, saying, "On this duo's debut full-length, Sky Zoo was nicely complemented by Mind's production, which ranges from the Dilla-like soul loop of #All About That to the fuzzy, 70s cop show funk of The Now or Never. Live from the Tape Deck is full of stolid striver anthems, but the album's meat and potatoes consistency remains bracing throughout." Quote, Bay. Andy the Curter. N. His first official instrumental album came out on April 19, 2011 through Brooklyn-based Nature Sounds Records. He followed this up with the second instrumental album #Boom Trap EP, an 8-track EP released in January of 2014. He shortly after released the drum kit #Boom Trap The Drums, which includes extracts from the EP. Only 200 copies of the kit were offered. His most recent album, Human, is a collaboration with Joell Ortiz, and will be released on July 17, 2015. B.L.A.P. Mixtapes and events. Since 2008, Mind has been releasing the Blaps, Rhymes, and Life albums, which are a series of free digital mixtape compilations produced entirely by himself. The BR&L albums include both mainstream artists such as Ol Cool J and underground artists such as Fortalive, Blaps, Rhymes and Life Volume 3, released in June 2009, has collaborations with mainstream artists like 50 Cent, Scarface, Young Buck, and Marsha from Floetry, and underground artists such as Terminology, Whale, and Touré. Also included is an official remake of 88 Keys' single, Stay Up, with Alchemist, Evidence and 88 Keys on the Rhymes. The album also includes the character Master Shake from the Adult Swim show Aqua Teen Hunger Force. In 2011's Volume 5, Mind and Dub MD incorporated artists such as Crooked Eye, Brother Ali, Emilio Rojas, Redman, and Master Ace. Mind is founder and CEO of the event series B.L.A.P. Beat Sex Love X Alcohol X Party, a live producer showcase started in 2009 by Mind and his team. According to Mind, over the years, I've participated and judged various beat battles and beat showcases. I wanted to start my own producer showcase, which allows upcoming and established producers play their beats and songs for an unbiased crowd in a club environment. His showcases were inspired both by Beat Society and by Jonathan Moore, the man behind the Big Tune brand events. Coverage for the second event in June 2009 was provided by music websites such as The Smoking Section and Rapacino.com, while there were giveaways from brands such as Staple Design. By late 2010, showcases had been held at several New York locales, and the event later traveled to other states and overseas. As of 2013, Mind hosts the bi-monthly radio show B.L.A.P. Producer Showcase, which is slotted on the Blap on the radio weekly broadcast. In July 2012 he released the Mind Blap-Kit Volume 1, which is a collection of signature drum samples from the Blaps, Rhymes, and Life series. About releasing the free samples, he stated, "I wanted to give producers and my fans a part of who I am and where I came from. All of my sounds were chopped and collected from old drum breaks." Quote, business and teaching. Mind has been featured in magazines and online publications such as Scratch Magazine, Top 20 Best Producers, Hip Hop Weekly, Mass Appeal, The Source, XXL, Hip Hop Game.com, and Hip Hop DX.com. In the summer of 2012, Mind started offering consulting services as a member of the online service BlaZerTrack, and he later formed an independent online consultation service. As of July 2012, he was a senior contributor at btips.com. He taught music production at the non-profit organization Harlem Children's Zone from 2007 to 2009. And he was later hired by the Clive Davis Department of Recorded Music at NYU as a technical music instructor for a program called Future Music Moguls. Quote, style and equipment. Mind has called himself a fan of producers such as Jay Dilla and Pete Rock, but writes and produces a variety of genres. About his style, he has stated, I just try to create the music I like. Period. I've got a pretty diverse taste in music, so I'm managing to not get bored, which is awesome. There's a lot of talent out there, and I think that's what continues to drive me as well. Quote, Mind initially learned production on analog equipment and hardware, and in 2010 he was using a Roland SP303 digital sampler and an Akai S20 synthesizer, with an Insoniq ASR10 keyboard. As of January 2013, he was using a Pro Tools rig for his digital audio workstation. Personal life. As of 2012, Mind lives in Brooklyn, New York. Discography. Studio albums. Mixtapes. 2008. Blaps. Rhymes and Life. 2009. Blaps. Rhymes and Life. Volume 2. 2009. Blaps. Rhymes and Life. Volume 3. 2009. Blaps. Rhymes and Life. Volume 4. 2011. Blaps. Rhymes and Life. Volume 5. Selected production credits. Peak chart positions timeline. The following is an incomplete list of albums and singles produced by Mind. See also List of hip-hop musicians. List of record producers. Further reading. Illmind, Going Behind the Curtain pt. 1 by Nature Sounds. April 2011. Mind. Biz. Mind Blap-Kits. Mind on Twitter. Official.